Who's at most risk of being evicted?
So one way to answer that question is to ask, who are the renters in America? And most Black and Latino families rent their homes because of our legacy of racial discrimination and our systematic dispossession of Black and Latino families from the land. Most white families in America are homeowners, and they're kind of shielded from the eviction crisis. So this has a giant racial dimension, and it has a giant poverty dimension. Many renters are below the poverty line or low income or moderate income families. And so I think when we're talking about the eviction crisis, we're also talking about American inequality.
How do evictions perpetuate the poverty cycle?
So eviction causes loss. A family loses their home, but kids lose their school too. You often lose your neighborhood and your community. A lot of times you lose your stuff, which are piled on the sidewalk or taken by movers during an eviction. As you know, it takes a good amount of time and money to build a home. An eviction can just delete all that. An eviction comes with a mark, and that can affect your credit, and it can bar you from moving into a safe home in a good neighborhood, because many landlords see that mark of eviction and they say no, which is why study after study shows that when families get evicted, they move into worse housing and they move into worse neighborhoods than they lived in before. There's studies that show that eviction causes job loss. And if you've ever been through an eviction, you know why. It's such a consuming, stressful event. It can cause you to make mistakes at work, lose your footing in the labor market. And then there's the effect that eviction has on your soul. Like a woman I met in Milwaukee put it, on your mental health. Moms who get evicted experience higher rates of depression 2 years later. This is something that's been linked to suicide. So you add all that up, and I think we have to conclude that eviction isn't just a condition of poverty, it's a cause of poverty. It's making things worse.